Guys, it's 500 years ago. I hope everything goes all right.
Trust the others while sharpening a knife. Telling them she was obviously getting the crew mixed up in something bad. Telling them not to worry about it.
Noah, this might be offensive. Does your dad really like the Muppets? Because I get the vibe that your dad would really like the Muppets.
I think he does. Nina and I almost never cook together because I'm
too Italian in the kitchen.
I'm a counter hog, but also I have opinions about how people use knives.
My dog hated that. She hated it so fucking much.
How much did she hate it?
I mean, she's actively pawing at me and like trying to get my attention as if something is actively wrong when it is obviously not.
You did,
and so
clap.
I do feel a little bad. I did clap, so like it is on me.
Imagine
if there's one thing I know,
when there's
clapping
not
means
emergency.
something's wrong.
That's true. I only ever clap when something's wrong. You know how the whole happy and you know it? No, dude.
If you're happy and
you know
it, clap your mans. I don't know.
No, that was awful. No, that was
clap
just
your mans.
Boo! You guys.
Listen, I got Noah's back.
I don't know why Dan
okay?
decided to double down on that one, but I do not support it either. So
thank you.
Wow, I come in here and I'm like, Noah, don't worry, I got your back, and you're immediately like, actually, don't.
Man,
though.
there's better things that I want you to have my back on, though. That
You guys ever use a
one of
nail
them.
gun before?
Have I seen what?
You ever use a nail gun before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
of
love
course.
nail guns.
I've never used a nail gun until today.
Really?
Yeah, I've always been
Well, I
kind of
mean,
like,
I
I've never
say
had
that,
one, you know.
I say that as if I regularly have used nail guns, and I have not. But I have in the past, and I think they're fine.
I've done like a lot of roofing in my days. Only ever done the roofing with a hammer and roof nails.
I have also only ever done roofing with hammer and nails, but I have used a nail gun for, I don't even remember what I used it for at this point, but I distinctly remember the quachunk sound.
It's terrifying, but so
It's very
freeing.
cool. It's so satisfying,
It's
yeah.
so good. You're like, man, I wish I could just put this nail in anything. Turns out you can.
Turns out with a nail gun, you could just put nails in stuff.
Cause I would use it. I used a nail gun this morning for the first time, and also a staple gun for the first time. And I'm not talking like one of the, like the hand like staple guns. I've used those many times for all sorts of things. But like, so I was doing some construction of sorts, and it was with these like 1.5 inch long staples, and like it's just like one of those like compressed air powered
Yeah, dude.
it's like staple gun, and it's immensely satisfying.
Oh, 100%.
Mhm.
I would argue there are very few things that you can pick up like in just a common day-to-day life that are as satisfying as the sound of a quachunk nail gun.
Or deadly.
Or I mean, there is also that. I won't lie to you.
Yeah,
I
like
do
that's
love
the thing
sound
about
of a
the
kerchunking
nail gun.
though.
You're like, this is a nail gun. This is
They call it a gun. There's a reason they
I
call it a gun.
mean, yeah, you could kill somebody with a nail gun.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
You
I
could
don't
also
think
kill
you would.
somebody with like a fucking cinder block. So it's not like
Yeah.
you know.
Nails aren't that special.
Yeah.
Nails aren't even shit though.
I
I did, yeah. I do love that though when people do like the shit where they're like, you know, there's so many things that can like kill you, and they're like, this is so dangerous, they could kill you. I'm like, shit, you know how many things could kill me? Like 5 strawberries. So like, I'm not impressed by your nail gun, kid.
Your nail gun is powerless before me.
Like, I mean, sure, yeah. You could kill me with a nail gun. You can also kill me with like a handful of fruit. So like,
Yeah, I mean that is how it works.
I'm not shaking, you know.
Have you seen the movie Mayhem?
No.
No.
Have you?
I have. The reason I bring it up is there is a whole sequence of the movie where the guy shoots people with a nail gun, but like long range. And I love stuff like that because I always used to think that's how nail guns worked, is that you could just like pew pew pew, kind of like how I thought that's how big staplers worked. And then I realized if you try and shoot a stapler off that way, it'll go a full like 3 inches forward. No big deal. And if you try and shoot a nail gun off that way, firstly, you can't because there's safety measures. But secondly, if you bypass those, you still can't shoot any kind of accuracy with it. So
No, unfortunately. They're still cool.
oh yeah, that's about it.
So yeah, nail guns. That's it. That's all that's the show. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys next week.
You guys like quiche?
I do like quiche.
Quiche is alright.
What do you mean quiche is all right? What's wrong with quiche?
Nothing. I just said it was alright. Did I not just say, ladies and gentlemen, if you will look back on the court records, you will see that I said that quiche was alright.
Yeah, but you made it sound like quiche is a bad thing.
I didn't. I just said it was alright.
It's just pie egg. Get over
Just
it, Dan.
pie egg. Well, I've done nothing wrong here.
Fuck you.
This is slander.
Ooh.
I can't believe Dan
Boo,
hates
pie egg
quiche.
man.
I don't know why I never made a quiche until like last week.
Oh, it's super worth it. What fillings did you go with?
You know, the thing is like, well, the first one I did like just like a spinach and mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one I just did like a mushroom.
Okay.
I feel it's one of those things where it's just like making a quiche is not. It's just easy. That's like the thing. Like, and not that I thought it was hard before, but like it's literally you just put scrambled eggs in a pie crust.
Mhm.
There are minor differences, but if you like try and complicate it to be anything more than that, you're lying to yourself. It's just scrambled eggs in the oven with a little bit more milk, but that's all.
I don't have anything to disagree with you on that.
I don't like
Yeah.
the way it's being simplified, but I also can't disagree with you because that is how it boils down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Instead of moving them in a pan, you just put them in the oven.
I'm a huge fan of what cheese do you put in yours? Do you put cheese in it?
Usually I put Swiss cheese in most things.
I do love Swiss.
I did a white cheddar today.
Ooh. Okay.
And last week I had some like the Wegmans Lacy Swiss, which is the best kind of Swiss in my opinion, like the micro
Oh, yeah.
lace.
I love Lacy Swiss.
It's the best. It's just so much better than like the big holes in the Swiss. I mean, the big hole Swiss is far more iconic.
Lacy Swiss just has a better flavor though.
It does, and it also looks cool.
I wouldn't put Lacy Swiss in my quiche though, just because I don't think I would appreciate the flavor of it as much in a quiche versus if I just did it like I usually do with just chunk like big block of Swiss that I grate up. But still, yeah, I heavily would recommend to you getting a ham and spinach with cheddar. I like that one a lot. However, spinach and mushroom with Swiss is very, very, very good as well. Shit, maybe we're gonna make that this week.
It's just so
I'm
easy.
not gonna lie to you. I now really do want this. I'm a little sad.
It's just incredibly easy to do. You know, you literally just put the quiche you put the eggs in the pie crust and put it in the oven.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then throw anything else you want in there first, but yeah. And it just makes you sound so cool.
I just texted Nina and I'm like, hey, quiche? And she's like, sure. So it looks like we got plans for later today.
Yeah.
I don't have any major plans, but
No.
boy howdy, we're about to get a quiche.
Boy, howdy, do you have plans? There are some kind of plan.
Exactly. Man,
I don't know. I feel like I haven't had quiche since I left Erie.
really? It's super
I
easy
don't
to
know if I'm
make.
like, ew, I don't want quiche. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't had either the opportunity or the will to make quiche. I don't know. It's not something I'm not like, ooh, give me that quiche. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Uh-oh. I hear the dog.
Damn.
Awooga.
That moment when you hear the dog.
You guys, what are we doing?
The hell is this?
Why are we all so low energy today?
I don't know.
I've been high energy
Jackson.
for too long.
Jackson, can we talk about your bees?
I don't have the bees yet.
So what was
You
mentioned
I was
bees.
making stuff. I had to make the hives.
You're making bees? Oh, you're making
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's
I
what I was
remember
doing with the nail
that-
gun.
I get it. I see now.
Mm-hmm.
I see everything. It's too late, mother.
Well, fair enough, I guess. I don't know. I find quiche to be super easy to make though, and I'm surprised that you haven't made one as just a midweek, hey, I'm making a quiche over here type of meal.
I have literally never said about anything in my life, hey, I'm making a whatever over here.
You haven't?
Really?
I say it all the
Ever.
time. I mean, Noah's Italian, so.
I'll say I'm walking here, but I won't say I'm making something over here.
No, it's every single day of my life. I start out with some sort of, hey, I'm doing blank over here. And
That's a way to
lot of
live.
the time
That is some way to live.
making a something.
Making a reference over here.
I do oftentimes use Italian chef voice when I'm cooking, regardless of whether or not I'm alone.
Italian chef voice is just better to cook with.
That is very fair. I definitely have done that.
And I do refer to a lot of things as gabagool.
See, I don't do that.
Like
But
if I'm doing the Italian chef voice, I'll be like, "Yeah, can I get the fucking give me the 8-inch skillet and the fucking pound of gabagool?" And Mario will be like, "Okay, we don't have it. No, here's the
No,
pan."
first
And I was
of
like,
all.
"Yeah, I didn't really need anything else. I just needed the pan. I just wanted
But
to say
thank you.
gabagool."
I appreciate that you were willing to hand me the pan. It's amazing. I love that. That's like the little
Stick
little
about it and
things
some
about cooking.
fucking gabagool.
It's the fun things about cooking with somebody else, right? Like Michelle and I don't cook together all the time, but often enough that like it's just nice. It's just a nice thing to do. It's enjoyable.
Gabagool. Oh, it's so fun.
Oh, and then she keeps saying gabagool, and I'm like, Michelle, you can't say that. That's our word.
Nina and I almost never cook together because I'm
Because he's
I'm
too
a
Italian in the kitchen.
I'm a counter hog, but also I have
Mm.
opinions about how people use knives. And I'm like, it would be a lot easier if you just did it this way. And then she won't do it that way. And then I become the guy that I hate, and I'm like, well, I mean, you should just do this though. It'll be a lot easier. And then she's like, but I've always done it this way. And I'm like, well, yeah, but and then it just turns
You've
into
always done it wrong.
Well,
And then you slap the knife
yeah.
out of her hand.
well, absolutely not. I'm a fan of knife safety, Dan. Which
Wow,
is
thank you, Noah, for your knife safety skills.
Thank you for those knife safety tips.
Don't slap the knife out of someone's hand.
yeah,
No, he
no.
put like
more
a
you
PSA,
know.
like ba-na-bum, ba-na-bum kind of sound there.
Do the more you know.
Thank you.
Well,
But yeah, us cooking together usually is Nina hangs out in the room with me while we talk, and I do things, and she'll stir things for me, and then she continues to be a very competent cook when I am not in the kitchen
Mhm.
to be
Mhm.
that guy.
Would be the microman. See, I have the problem of like when I'm cooking, like I don't like I'm used to just cooking alone and for myself, and I don't really like communicate what I need to be doing.
I
So
feel
like
that.
I'll be doing something that like I know how to do, but like it's something that like like Mari hasn't cooked before, and then I'll just be like doing it. She's like, "Do you need help?" And I'm like, I just don't say anything for like a minute. I'm like, "Oh, can you grab some like a couple quarts of water?" But I'll say it
Thanks,
like a minute
appreciate it.
later, just like on a timer. Or like
On a
she'll be
delay.
like, I can help. I'm like, no, it's all right. And then I just proceed to need help but not say anything because I already said I didn't at one point. She's like, hey, do you need help with that? I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then I'm like, fuck, I need help. And I'm like, I told her I didn't need help. And then I'm like, I don't need help. And then I'm like, I needed help.
Oh, damn it. I did need help. I just was too proud to admit
Well,
it.
it's not even that. It's just that like I think I don't. I'm like, nah, I should be fine. And then like a second later, I'm like, oh shit, I needed help.
Ah, fuck. I feel that.
But
I
then
feel
at that
that
point,
on
it's too
a
late to ask for the
personal
help.
level.
Not because like she would be like no, but because like by the time I'd be like, actually, can you do this? But by the time I would have already asked, it would be too late, and it's already beyond helping. And I'm just like, oh shit, now it's just
No, it's ruined. Everything's ruined. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. Michelle and I, when we cook in the kitchen, I feel, as opposed to when we cook somewhere else, I feel like
in the washing the laundry room.
when we cook in the bedroom,
Whoa.
I feel like it turns into a lot of one of us will say, I'm going to make whatever. And the other will say, that's cool. And we'll kind of just stare at each other away. And because if we're in the same room, what will happen is it will turn into I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to cook you a nice dinner. And you keep getting in my fucking way. The amount of times that Michelle or I have to kick the other out of the kitchen because we won't stop getting in each other's way about something is probably concerning.
How many times is it?
Okay, well, I feel like you're just listen. I didn't mock your
Look, I was doing
your
the Fozzie
cute
Bear
I'm cooking
thing
with
or whatever.
relationship stories. Go see. 1 second.
Who's your guys' favorite Muppet?
Monster, obviously.
His name's Animal, but yeah.
You are correct, and I am a fake Muppet fan.
He kind of is a fake Muppet fan, honestly. Noah, this might be offensive. Does your dad really like the Muppets? Because I get the vibe that your dad would really like the Muppets.
I think he does.
I figured he would. I don't know why, but
I don't know why that would be offensive.
Well, I don't know. Is it just like rude to be like, yeah, you look like someone who likes the Muppets? Like, I
What's
feel
that
like
supposed to mean?
I don't know exactly. Like, I don't know why. I just get like, I think maybe it's his sense of humor that like kind of gives me like this guy probably likes the Muppets.
Mm-hmm. No, we grew up watching an awful lot of Muppet stuff. I would say to go to my favorite Muppet, I think it might be Sweetums. Sweetums is just really great.
What the fuck is Sweetums? Google, show me Sweetums the Muppet.
You'll know him when you see him.
Oh, I know that one. I don't like that Muppet.
I think
Let's
it's
go
just
to
'cause
Muppet Wiki.
no. Is it just because you see yourself? Is that what this is?
Enough people have compared me to Sweetums.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't get that at all.
I'm also a huge fan though of Dr. Teeth. Dr. Teeth is definitely my runner-up.
Holy fuck, this guy knows so many Muppets. His dad really does like
I'm
the
actually I stand Dr. Teeth. Dr. Teeth is
Wait,
vibe.
hold up, I don't
Dr.
know any
Teeth
of
and
these Muppets,
Electric
actually.
Mayhem, the band.
Yeah, dude, Electric Mayhem's great.
Dr. Teeth has
I'm
a
just
big gold
scrolling through
tooth
Muppets
in the
right
middle
now.
I
of
didn't know it was
his,
Dr. Teeth, and I didn't know he was the lead. I thought fucking what's his name was.
Animal's a drummer.
I knew Animal was a drummer. For some reason, I always thought fucking
Wait, hold up. Why are there so many doctors? Let me just read you through all the doctors that exist within the Muppets universe. And that their name is Doctor, not that it's like they are a doctor. There's Dr. Bob,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Julius Strangepork, Dr. Payne, Dr. Phil.
I'm sorry, Dr.
Van-
Payne.
Van
Hold on.
Neuter.
Dr. Payne is a Batman villain. First of all, is Dr. Phil just actually Dr. Phil?
No, it's Dr. Phil Van Neuter,
All right.
Dr. Salamander,
A lot of
Dr.
these guys
Teeth.
seem like one-off characters, though.
Dr. Watson, Dr. William Edgar. Those are all the doctors that exist within the Muppets universe.
I just looked up Dr. Payne, and that dude's scary as hell.
Isn't he? Why is he purple?
Why is he huge?
Why is he human? Like, he's more human than most Muppets.
What?
Dr. Payne?
What?
Maybe
Dr.
I'm
Payne
just
doesn't
seeing a
look
weird
human
image.
at all.
Okay, maybe I'm seeing a weird image of him, but Dr. Payne looks more human.
Maybe I'm seeing the wrong Dr. Payne, but
No, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, the purple thing? Yeah, it looks like...
he doesn't look human.
Really? Maybe I'm just losing my mind.
He's a classic Sesame Street.
Maybe.
You know, he just looks like fucking Grimace. Is who he looks like.
He does look like Grimace.
that
If
back.
Grimace's whole body was this man's head, he would look
Mhm.
he would look like Grimace.
Bold of you to
What's
assume
the-
that isn't how it works.
What favorite Muppet is the one that if someone says, like, oh, yeah, this is my favorite Muppet, you're like, oh, okay.
I would say anyone who tries to go too deep cut,
Mhm.
or
Oh,
anyone
but-
who
oh,
picks
but-
what's his name from the new movie, Walter. If anyone says Walter, absolutely
Okay, that
not. You're
movie's
just
really good, though.
incorrect.
Man or Muppet is one of the greatest Oscar-winning songs of all time, and it's worth noting that the actor that played Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory won an Oscar.
Okay.
I like George Lucas Muppet.
I mean, I have no problem with him winning an Oscar. It's fine.
I don't either.
people
I'm
can
just- I
act in
think
ba-
that's
in
just,
bad
like,
things.
That's a fun fact that I think a lot of people don't.
Should know about.
They're like, oh yeah, the 2011 song "Man or Muppet" won an Oscar, and it should have. It's good. Wait,
know
who's
what? I
Elton
respect
John's
it.
lunch? Why is it a Muppet?
Well,
What?
I mean, I feel like I can guess who it is.
No, I don't think you can.
No.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
What's the name of it?
The Muppet's name is Elton John's lunch. Look
I
at
like
it.
it. You like it?
They
They
fed
kind
him Muppet food.
No, they fed
Fed
him
him a
Muppets,
live
apparently.
Muppet.
Well, apparently that is one Muppet. All of Elton John's lunch
It is
is a single
Muppet.
Muppet. I hate
That
is this?
That is cursed.
Why is this Wikipedia, like the Muppets wiki, why is it so specific? And French bread is on here?
Yeah, one of the one of the things that the Swedish chef works with. There,
Yeah.
I found my guy. If you say that New Zealand is your favorite Muppet, I'm going to be concerned. Not in the same way of people who try to go like way deep cut. Oh yeah, this one Muppet only appeared like 3 or 4 times, my favorite. But
Also,
I
Noah,
mean,
I need to tell you
I
that the
like-
French bread Muppet was not involved with Swedish Chef at all. In
Oh, really?
fact, a loaf of French bread appeared in the dressing room scene with Hilda and Charles Aznavour in episode 109 of The Muppet Show. When Charles points out to Hilda that it's not a French bread, the bread proves him wrong by saying, "Au voyons, chérie, mangez l'accent français." And the bird was also a patient in Veterinarian's Hospital in episode 118 of The Muppet Show, in which it was performed by Jerry. Why is this so in depth?
that's too in depth.
It's Muppet bread. Why does it have a lore?
Muppet bread.
Okay, I don't think I was ready for like the Muppet rabbit hole. I just passively asked about your favorite Muppet on. I just wanted to know everyone's
Dude,
favorite.
I don't know. I feel like that's a bad New Zealand take, Noah. Like, what's
No.
wrong with Lou?
It's his intense, terrifying, raw chaos energy is the problem with Lou.
I don't think it's a problem. I think that's the joy.
No,
Like I'm not out here out here saying that Lou is my favorite Muppet. Don't get me wrong.
good.
But I also feel like, you got some anti-Lou bias going on, and I don't think that's right.
No, it's fine.
Guys, I'm realizing with every passing second that I know fucking nothing about the Muppets.
Honestly, you led into this, and then you weren't sure who Dr. Teeth was, and I
Yeah, I didn't.
I was surprised.
I don't know anything about the Muppets. I didn't know if people actually knew about the Muppets, but now I'm on the Wikipedia and I've gone through like 4 pages and I'm still on the letter G. Why are there 2 Muppets named Eugene?
Sometimes you forget you had one Eugene and you make another Eugene.
There's Eugene's parentheticals Muppets Tonight, and there's Eugene parentheticals tuba player. Tag yourself. Which Eugene are you? Third Eugene option is my dad.
Third Eugene option is I know, obviously, consciously, understandably, that when you say that, you don't mean that there's a Muppet who is Eugene, my dad.
No, I just
but
missed my
I
dad's
need you
name.
to understand that that is exactly what I can see now, and I can't shake that, and I apologize.
I must be on
Your
a
father will
different
always be a
Muppet
Muppet to
wiki
me.
because there's no Eugene on my Muppet wiki.
Wait, which one are you on? Are you on the fandom wiki?
Yeah.
Are you on the Muppets character list?
Oh, Muppet Show characters.
I'm on. Yeah, I just went to
Mm.
all the characters. So this isn't even just like the Muppet Show. This is all the Muppet characters in the Muppet canon.
Okay, so this has doubled the length of the list. I really am a fan of at the beginning 80s Robot, by the way.
You guys know Gonzo's landlord?
What?
I'm sorry?
This is my least favorite Muppet. Gonzo's landlord comes around to collect the rent in Gonzo Presents Muppet Weird Stuff. A loud, surly individual, the unseen landlord owns the Bide-A-Wee trailer court and is incensed by the presence of Gonzo's country villa on his lot for 3 months without payment.
I also would be incensed at a villa in my trailer park, if we're being totally honest. Especially if he's
Yeah,
not
we wouldn't have a
paying.
trailer park because you're not a,
It also didn't say without payment, it says sans payment, but come on.
We know what that
That-
means.
Yeah, I mean, who's out here writing the Muppets wiki? Fucking, I don't know. Probably some guy named like Archibald or something.
Who even
wild.
knows?
What a wild and wacky world we live in, you
I
guys.
think I'm definitely like from the main like the core Muppets cast. I think I'm a bit of a Gonzo stan, I would say.
That's
I see
fair.
it.
You need to get into the S's so that you can see the list of names that like the Snurfs, Snurk, Snickerly, Snively, Snork,
They really just took that
Snorty.
SN consonant and ran with it, huh?
the Snouths.
I
I
don't
do
think you
love
call
the
that
idea.
anymore,
Oh,
no.
who's Nate Leakey?
That was his name? Spam. Oh, now that makes so much more sense. The dude from Muppet Treasure Island. The pig's name is Spam. I thought he said Bam, which made no sense to me at all. But now that I know his name is Spam,
Who's 9-inch Snails?
please tell me 9-inch Snails was a 9-inch Nails performance.
It definitely was.
It's a
has
spoof
to
of the band 9-inch Nails, obviously, appeared on episodes 206 of Muppets Tonight. 2 of the Snails appeared in a Muppets Christmas. I'm sorry, 9-inch Snails are part of the Muppet universe outside of just like a parody video. They're also in the Christmas special.
I feel like you're more surprised. Like, I feel like that's not that surprising. Upsetting, maybe, but not that surprising.
9-inch Snails have like a somewhat recurring role, even if only partially.
I don't know, dude. It
I
feels
just-
right, you know?
I really like to imagine like a whole bunch of like snails on a stage being like, I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. Just like doing a normal like rendition of that song.
I'm very here for those.
Singing firemen. Good for them.
Dude, firemen
I think
should be
I'm done with
watching.
the Muppets bit, guys. I think I've dug too deep.
You dug too deep and too greedily.
Who's Tug
You've awoken-
Monster?
You've awoken
Do
the
you
ball
want to
rug.
know?
Do you want to know?
No, I don't. Tug Monster was one of the 3 Muppet kids in Little Muppet Monsters. He put on TV shows from the basement of the Muppet house.
Who's two-nosed whatnot? This man just has 2 big boogers hanging out his nose is what it looks like, but I guess it's supposed to be 2 noses.
I do see two-nosed
Gotcha.
whatnot. Okay, we need to get out. We need to get out.
How many two-headed entries are there? Good lord.
Who's Uber Gonzo?
Uber Gonzo? No, that
Uber
actually doesn't
Gonzo is
surprise
the
me at all.
leader of the Gonzo aliens in Muppets from Space.
Uber Gonzo, it was from the anime,
He called
obviously.
Gonzo little brother, hinting that they might be related.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I just saw Undertaker in the U's. Oh, I remember Uber Gonzo, yeah. I didn't know that was his name, but
How could you forget?
hinting they might be
Never forget
related,
you.
please. They were all just a bunch of hippies. That was just how they talked. Anyway, I saw Undertaker here, and I got really excited thinking that it was the Undertaker, but a Muppet. But as it turns out, it's just the Undertaker from the Muppet Christmas Carol, which is fine. That's
the
fine.
Weather Demon is a mythical energy beast who creates rotten weather. The Weather Demon.
I love this. I
From
love
a
this as
comic
a
book
bit.
about baby Muppets.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck
there's
you.
plenty of
What do you
Baby
mean?
Muppet
Oh
content.
yeah.
No, there's a ton of Baby Muppet content. Fuck you. Fuck you. What do you mean you didn't know about Baby Muppets? That's on you, fam. Baby Muppets be out here, dude. They be living their best life or
There's
worst
so
life,
many
depending on your point of view.
Who's Stosh? Yeah,
Is
he
a
looks
Woody
like
Allen
Stosh.
Muppet. That's unfortunate.
Big yikes.
Yoda Muppet.
Isn't
Yorick.
I think that's just Yoda.
It's me, Yoda Muppet.
I'm very
No, it's
afraid of the
distinctly
Z
different.
section.
As you should be. to
Not
be
for
fair.
any real
Fair.
reason, just because I'm afraid of the concept of the Z section, I think.
Zeus. Zoot.
The
Oh.
Z. Muppet Z.
ZZXKL.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
just saw
car.
that one too. It is just a
Nope,
car.
it's a
isn't it?
license plate. Yeah.
It's a license.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, what a world.
Someone went so hard on the Muppet Wiki.
You guys, it's just fandoms. You know what? If you have to have a fandom that you get real
Fudge.
into, I feel like the Muppets is okay. Like I can't think of a single person that I've ever met or even heard of that was like, you don't know about whatever the license plate Muppet is? The fuck, dude? You call yourself a Muppets fan? What the hell?
You guys know about Thog?
Like, I'm sure they exist. I'm sure they exist, right? Like I'm sure consciously, obviously they exist because people are terrible.
Dan, you
But,
know
like,
about Thog?
Nah, dude, tell me about Thog. What's
Thog
Thog's
is a
deal?
9.5-foot tall blue monster.
That's hot.
Thog might be my favorite Muppet.
I think Miss Poogie is my new least favorite Muppet.
I want to get away. I want to fly. Who's... Ah!
Miss Poogie is unacceptable.
Poogie.
Who's Svengali? He's a sorcerer?
I'm not gonna get over. I'm not gonna get over Miss Poogie. I'm so sorry. That's it. That's the end of me.
Okay, so that was in the Muppets. So we have Animal, who was played by Dave Grohl. You have Foozie. You have Kermit, who is just angry alt Kermit. Let's see. Instead of Ralph, it's Rolf. We got
Crazy how Kermit.
Miss Poogie.
turned
We
me
got
alright.
Janus.
That was a wild time.
Instead of Janice.
That was nuts. What
Was,
a world.
was Svengali in that?
Miss Poogie. God, that's
whatnot.
so good.
Whatnots are blank Muppet heads onto which facial features, bodies,
Fucking-
and clothes are added to make any kind of character in the
Did
Muppet
you-
Show universe.
Did you guys read the actual like text for Miss Poogie's fucking article?
Yeah, I did. Whoa, wait. Holy shit. What did you just
Poogie
post in
address-
chat? Jackson, what is that face?
That's Svengali. He's
It's
a
ref-
sorcerer.
Oh, okay, okay. That's fine.
Miss Poogie addressed the others while sharpening a knife, telling them she was obviously getting the crew mixed up in something bad, telling them not to worry about it, and expressing surprise that they'd never done this before. I can't. Whew.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh god, no, I'm so sorry for my mic quality. Oh, there's so many peaks. It's peaks all the way down.
Okay, so I have found my new least favorite fandom just because I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of the lore of the Muppet fandom.
Don't be afraid, Noah. There's no need to be
Okay,
upset.
so there's Les, Lee, and Warren, a trio of performers. And then there's Leslie and Warren, who are two dancing cucumbers.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Why? I don't
Is
see what
that
the
like a
confusion
reference to
could be.
something else? Like I don't.
I just don't like it.
I think they should make Hall and Oates Muppets.
Oh, it's. I assume it's it has to be. Yeah. Okay. It's from the fucking Leslie Warren was an American actress and singer
That's
on
fine.
Broadway. That's what the bit is there.
That's
Okay.
cool.
I was like, who the fuck
But,
are
like-
Leslie and Warren?
Yeah. The Les, Lee, and Warren were on the same episode that Leslie Warren was on. But
That's
then
very
there's
funny.
also Leslie and Warren, the dancing pickles. Cucumbers, I'm sorry, the dancing
and
cucumbers.
Man, that was
Yes.
a wild time for VeggieTales, huh?
I like how there's Long John Silver,
Mhm.
but it's not Tim Curry. It's a Long John Silver Muppet, and he's super generic, and I don't enjoy him.
I don't think he's there for your enjoyment. I think
I
he's there
don't
for your
enjoy
suffering.
any of these Muppets.
No. There's a whole lot of Muppets that I'm not having a good time with. I'm having a straight up bad
like
time
Thog,
with these
though.
Muppets.
Kind of like Thog. I wasn't opposed to Elton John's lunch.
You guys have too much fear. You guys gotta open your mind to what Muppets can be, not what they are.
And then you see Svengali and that changes.
Oh, you guys, this is you know what? This episode started out, I'm like, guys, what are we even doing? And now I'm like, guys, what are we even doing? But I'm in the exact opposite direction.
The Flea Sisters.
No, you need to get off the wiki.
Flash.
Free your mind.
I can't.
Is it just the Flash?
No, he's a saxophone player from a...
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Rival band. Please tell me it's from a rival band.
When Dan had to step away from his computer for a second, and I was like, hey, I'll fill time by asking Noah what his favorite Muppet is.
I don't. Fucking hell.
And then...
I'm so happy. I need you to understand this is the most joy I've felt about most things in a while. This is the best thing ever. I literally would have a Muppet segment every fucking week where we just find the most random Muppet we can, and we find the most random Muppet we can and talk about.
We could do a Muppet of the Week.
We could do a Muppet of the Week.
We could do a Muppet of the Week.
Noah, come on. You know you want to do a Muppet of the Week.
I'm down for Muppet of the Week. Do we have to decide? Do we decide independently and then we fight it out with our 3 Muppet choices?
Well, that's true. We could have like a search.
I feel like we have to decide it on the fly the day of mid episode. Like we can't. Like if we decide it ahead of time, we're gonna find Muppets that are like actually interesting, and I don't care about the interesting Muppets. I want Miss Poogie. Like I want to figure out who the Muppet of the Week is in the moment.
Okay.
Or we can cycle it around where one person comes up with it every week and has to introduce them to the other players, other 2 members, which I'm also here for.
I'm a huge fan of both of us, or not both of us, but all 3 of us picking a Muppet and then trying to make our case as to why our Muppet is better than the other 2 people's Muppet. I'm ready to lose to Miss Poogie on my first week.
Everyone's gonna lose to Miss Poogie every week. She's got a knife. How many Muppets do you know that have actual knives? Oh, it brings me so much joy. I'm so happy. Miss Poogie. Miss Poogie is the same exact energy as the Grink. Change my mind.
I don't.
Or the Gunch.
No, I don't like that. I don't think it's the same energy, but also, I also do not. I don't feel the same joy from Miss Poogie as I do the Grink, but I also feel like you are, which does make me happy.
Much. Oh my god. The first month of this is just gonna be me finding these weird alt Muppets. Like, that's all I care about now. I have a new goal in life, and it's to find the alt Muppets. If I bring them all together, I can take over the Muppet Show. That's how it works.
They're the Muppets. They're in a nice, convenient entry for you. They're very easy to find.
Oh God, Pookie. Well, yeah, that's fine. I understand that I am a child, and that this is just where we're at now.
We got Bruno, security guard, and Bruno, spider, and Bubba the rat.
Oh, I know Bubba the rat. That's from Muppet Take Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. I love Bubba the rat.
Man, I love Muppet.
And it was
Muppet Take Manhattan is the one that I had like as a kid. And man, Muppet Take Manhattan is just so good. It has the second best Muppet song. Why are the best Muppet songs the sad ones? Explain. Discuss.
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking like the 2 that come to mind is like best Muppet. Like besides the intro to Treasure Island, which is like a very upbeat time. But the 2 that come to mind are Pictures in My Head and Saying Goodbye. Both of which are just, whew.
I just tabbed back into the host chat from the wiki, and I just saw the blimp again, and I'm very angry.
I don't like him. No.
No.
What is this? I didn't see this. I looked away. Waldorf. Oh my god.
I do not like, man, I hereby roll back my stance on anyone who says New Zealand is their favorite Muppet. Because there are far more evil Muppets out there to actually have beef with than the chaotic, unenjoyable at times energy that New Zealand brings in. There's far worse people.
I've now been introduced to the idea of Whatnot and Anything Muppets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like I knew that, right? Like, obviously I knew.
Yeah.
But having an actual, like, I didn't, I didn't think that they would obviously have an actual name, right?
I don't know why you didn't think they'd have a name, but yeah.
Okay, rephrase. I didn't think they would be separate names. I didn't think Whatnot Muppets and Anything Muppets would be different. That was unexpected to me.
Fair enough.
Okay, wait, but I'm just seeing New Zealand now for the first time.
Yeah, dude. New
This is
Zealand's
incredible.
Great. No, New Zealand is a 10 out of 10 Muppet, and Noah is incorrect for his bad take.
Involving boomerang fish.
Yeah, dude.
Wait,
New
he's in
Zealand
all the
gets it.
Muppet movies. Wait, who is this guy?
He's a main
Yeah,
character.
dude. New Zealand.
He's
Yeah,
a
New Zealand is
main
10 out of 10.
character. I don't want him to be, but he is.
No, New Zealand is great, and I am not going to sit here and stand for this New Zealand
Apparently,
slander.
his show introduction was him throwing a boomerang fish and saving Kermit from getting married.
That sounds
To
right.
who?
Yeah.
Miss Piggy.
Poor Kermit and Miss Piggy. They tried to get married
Man.
for years and years, and then they got married, and then they got divorced.
You know what? I know a lot of people hated that. I thought it was like an okay thing to do. It's fine. Like they weren't like they
You mean
were
because
not
they're
going
in
to.
such a toxic relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
That's
so
people
bad
were
for
like
each other.
people were like, oh, but Miss Piggy and Kermit, they're like the classic. And I'm like, dude, if you are trying to be Miss Piggy and Kermit, we gotta talk because they are not.
I'm just trying to be New Zealand and anyone.
Miss Piggy is not a good people.
Relationship
Piggy
goals
and
is just
Kermit are
New
like-
Zealand.
They're like Joker and Harley, but not even remotely the same level.
No. I'm here for this. Miss Piggy and Kermit are like Joker and Harley, and the same kind of people like both.
Okay.
Guys, his name is New Zealand.
Yeah, New
His name's
Zealand.
New Zealand. That's his name, Lou. Yeah.
You fucking kidding me?
LEW.
And he's just fucking Ernie from Sesame Street.
Basically.
Ernie with a mustache.
Yeah.
So you know he's different,
And
obviously.
a slightly
That's
more
the-
wild look in his eyes.
Oh, he has big chaos. Noah's right. He does have huge chaos energy. He has the chaos crystals.
He has like the Dark Crystal series.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen the series actually. I saw the. I mean, obviously I know the fucking movie, but I've never seen the series. Is it good? I heard a lot of good things.
It's like a prequel, so it's good, but it's like not that fun.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's fun, but like it's not happy.
Oh.
I feel like the whole thing about like the Dark Crystal is they're like, hey, remember 500 years ago when everybody fucking died, but now you're here? And then the prequel is like, hey guys, it's 500 years ago. I hope everything goes all right. You're like,
Hope nothing bad happens to anybody. Glad we're all here and good friends.
yeah, it's exactly what like the Netflix series is. You're like,
Oof.
oh yeah, I remember the movie where they're like, oh, I remember back in the day when everybody got fucking the shit kicked out of them and they were so cool, but now you're here to save the day all these years later. You're like, oh, what a fun story. But then in the prequel, they're like, hey, hope you don't get emotionally attached to anyone. What's that? You like the cute characters who love their family and friends? Damn. That shit sucks, huh?
That's pretty cringe, bro.
That's pretty much how I felt.
I feel that. I understand how that would come across.
Yeah, that's my
guys-
impression. Okay, I'm gonna watch a
it is-
New Zealand clip here real quick.
Oh my
It is the
gosh.
21st. I am so excited. There is less than 2 weeks away from the sequel to one of my favorite games of all time, and I am so hyped for it.
Is it the New Zealand fish throw simulator?
It's
Okay,
not. It's
New
Evil
Zealand-
Genius 2, and it's
He-
so exciting.
He
Which game?
talks like Bismarck he sings.
Evil Genius 2. It's a it's a game where you get to just be the Bond villain. That's what it is. Like that's the shtick, is that you are an 80s movie villain, and it's amazing. And it takes it both to its logical extremes on like both comedy and seriousness.
So do you get to choose one of the four? Like I'm seeing like 4-color stripe here with a different villain in each one. Do you get to choose which villain you want to go with and then go from there?
Sure do. And each one has at least in the last one, each one has different styles and shit. I believe they have different like abilities and stuff, but I'm not certain. I'm looking right now.
This looks like a blast and a half.
Dude, the first game is so if you like it, okay, so base builders are my shtick, right? I love me a good base builder game. It is the best version of base builders that you can get. It's so good. And I am gonna stream it once it comes out. Like I straight up am gonna take a full ass like day and just do nothing but stream Evil Genius 2. I'm so excited. It is like it is. It's just Bond villains. You know how Tropico is
Yeah. Despot
like
Simulator.
is a yeah. I couldn't think of what the word was. Yeah, Despot Simulator. It's that, but a Bond villain, a sci-fi Bond villain. It's so good. And like you can set up traps. The forces of justice try to send fucking agents in to fuck with your shit. You can put like a resort above your island so that the forces of justice get distracted in your resort instead of coming down into like your secret underground lair. It also makes you money from the tourism or whatever. It's great. It's so good.
I love this. I am looking.
The second one
forward
is
to watching
just
you
going to be
stream this.
better. That's the thing that I'm so excited for. It's just going to be a what if we did everything the first game did, but more of it. There's a heat mechanic where the more bad shit you do, the more good people want to stop you. It's just so good.
Oh, I think I've seen someone play this. It looked like a trip.
You probably have. It's been around for a hot minute.
Yeah, I'm recognizing the base layout now. The guy who I watched was not taking it seriously, so like it went very poorly for him. But it was
As is the way.
Mm-hmm. It's the charm of the channel. So like, I was expecting it, but oh man, seeing what you can actually do with this is pretty great.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. That's coming out, and then Isaac is dropping it. The new Isaac, the final air quotes Isaac expansion is dropping at the end of the month, and I am excited for both. Michelle's obviously more excited for Isaac. I am much more excited for Evil Genius.
Edmund, this is the 6th time you've shown the final Isaac update for show and tell.
That's literally what it is. Yeah, no, 100%. The man's just listen. I get it. Like I'm not gonna. It's printing money. Like not to like I'm sure he also has really good ideas and likes doing it, but it also is just printing money at this point.
Edmund, please stop showing Ultraman for show and tell.
Is it Repentance? Is that the one coming out?
It is. I believe so. Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. Oh, I see. If I had scrolled down a wee bit more, I would see that it came out in 31 days or in 9 days on March 31st. So,
and like it is also a really good game, also a lot of fun. Not disparaging. Like I enjoy Isaac quite a bit, but I am also very okay that this is the actual for real this time. Please, for the love of God, final Isaac update.
How do we know?
We don't, and that's the fear, right? That's the terror. That's the utter terror. That's what keeps me awake at night. Is the thought that what if this isn't?
Yep.
Damn.
I mean that and all the other things, but mostly that. It's mostly me thinking, what if Edmund's a liar again?
How many times has
What
he
if there will
delivered
never
the last
be
game?
Like 3. I think this is his 4th.
And the
Well,
thing
I
is,
don't think
what are you gonna do?
I don't think it's fair to say that the sequel was a fake out ending.
You're gonna buy it a 6th time.
What do you mean, like in turning it into Rebirth?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Rebirth isn't really a sequel. It's just an expand. It's just a massive overhaul and expansion. Like in the same way that Afterbirth isn't a sequel either.
Yeah, I mean, Rebirth was basically it just took the game out of Flash.
Yeah,
and also
added a bunch of added a ton, but it mostly was just taking the game out of Flash.
I think the biggest problem I had with Rebirth was like the consistent balance patches.
Yeah, he did not know how to balance that game, huh?
Well, no, I don't know, he just would like overbalance it at times, where you'd be like, all right, no longer is Mom's knife immediately the greatest thing that makes you win every single time you get it, but now it's like 10 other things are, but that one just kind of sucks now.
Yeah, I feel that.
And then the addition of like all the new items without the extraction of any items means that like after a while you're like, oh, I beat a boss. I can get one of 60 healing items that give me 1 heart, or I can get a speed upgrade.
Well, and that's the other thing. That's actually one of the things that I'm really excited for with this is that that's one of the things they're doing is they're making it so that a bunch of those items are fucking gone.
Mm-hmm. Which is just reasonable.
See,
I mean, at this point, yeah.
When you do stuff like this, what you really need to do is you've got to have your game where it like you can have 300 different items in your game, but only 10 of them can be selected for a given playthrough. You know?
I don't know. I don't know that I agree because I think the fun of Isaac is how easy it is to get bonkers broken by accident.
Well, yeah, no, but like I'm 10 being like a whatever type of thing, but like there you get to a point where you can
certain
get
items shouldn't be able to spawn at the same one.
But yeah, there should be like certain items have to be like ranked. And granted, you can't get as broken if you lock out like certain things. Flip side, it just makes a lot more sense to get away with like things like that, like because you can't build a good character at some point either when you have too many items in the fray.
That's true. He polled the community at one point for that, something very, very similar to that, and the community essentially said, "No, just give it all. We want it all. We don't care."
Well, firstly, communities are stupid and don't know
Oh
what's
no,
good for
I
them.
agree.
That is true. That's true.
But
It's just like
he did consider that at one point. Don't care how, I want it now, says the community. Yeah, I'm really excited. This is gonna be a good time for gaming. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of gaming, Dying Light got an actual development update. It's not dead.
I didn't really like the first one that much.
Oh, it's so good. It's one of my favorite. What did you dislike about it? Because I think there are some really good criticisms.
The entire game. Why is kicking stronger than anything else?
I mean, because if you jump kick into somebody, it's pretty powerful.
I know. So you can just do that. You don't have to do anything else. I just hit F on my keyboard and beat the entire game.
Because I distinctly I don't remember that being that easy. But I mean, maybe I just had a different experience. That's totally okay.
Yeah, I just remember jumping around and just like my friend and I playing it, and we would just like sit there and we would just kick everything, and then we would fight a boss, and we would just stand on either side of it and just kick it back and forth. And like all like the thug big zombies, we would just kick around because it was funny.
I don't remember working on them.
It doesn't blast them nearly as far, but it like staggers them slightly, and you can just stand and just kick, and then walk away, and then come back and kick, and then you don't have to shoot anything or like get weapons or ammo. You just kick.
Wild.
And that was my experience with the game.
Fair enough. I love it. It's one of my favorite games. That's okay. I think there are a ton of really valid criticisms of the game. I think that there are absolutely some issues with like late game balancing that are not easy to fix.
I mean, it's no Dead Island. Am I right, everybody?
It's what?
I said it's no Dead Island. Am I right, everybody?
Oh.
You guys remember Dead Island?
I do.
It's the same devs. You know that. I think you're doing that bit because of it, but it's the same devs.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Techland made Dead Island and then canceled Dead Island 2 to work on Dying Light.
Damn, what about Dead Island Riptide though?
Fuck Riptide. We don't talk about Riptide.
Didn't Dead Island 2 come out?
I didn't think so. Dead Island.
Yeah, it's Dead Island 3 that was canceled, wasn't it?
Dead Island 3 that was canceled. Might be.
Wait, there's Dead Island 2?
Dead Island 2 is upcoming, is what it says. So it never did come. It's stuck in development hell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I just remember they released 2 games or 2 songs. So there was like Who Do You Voodoo and No Room in Hell.
Didn't they like put out like weird like side games for Dead Island 2? Like didn't they have like a MOBA type thing they tried to do?
Maybe.
Like a free to play Dead Island type thing. I feel like I remember getting like ads for it and then being like, yeah, I'm not playing that shit.
I'm not seeing anything here.
Idea.
All I'm seeing is Riptide, Dead Island, and Escape Dead Island.
What about Dead Island Retro Revenge?
I'm not seeing that at all.
It's on Steam, $4.99, mixed reviews. One friend owns it though.
Oh, that sounds something. I'm not gonna lie, I half expected that friend to be me just because I would have picked it up in like some humble deal like ages ago and didn't realize it.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I did also check to see if it was me. Although I don't think Ajax and I are actually friends on Steam, so.
Well, that would do it.
So like, I don't know. I feel like I remember Dead Island through someone that I don't have any fondness towards at all.
Yep.
Anymore, and Noah, I'm sure, is in the same boat.
Yeah.
So I feel like I remember Dead Island only through that lens.
Same.
And I also
Dead
remember
Island. No, Dead Island was bad. It's okay to not like Dead Island.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just remember playing with him, and he was like, yeah, I got all these like hacked weapons.
Yeah, that's.
And I was like, okay. And he was like, it's like a shotgun. It's got 1 billion ammo for it, and it one shots everything. It does like 17 million damage. And I was like, that's fine, but that doesn't really seem like any fun. And he's like, yeah, we can just go around and kill everything. I was like, I'd rather like play the game.
Yeah,
than do that.
Dead Island and Dying Light have a similar problem that a lot of other games have. Terraria is the other one that is huge about it. You basically have to start a new save if you're playing with somebody, because if you are both playing on separate saves, you are going to be at different scales, and you're going to feel it in the gameplay. Like it's really easy to feel different level scales in gameplay. And equipment scales and whatnot, blah blah blah. Like you just do flat out more damage the higher your level is in Dying Light. Like it's just a flat.
Unlike in Dying Light and Dead Island, I think like Terraria, you can have an equal exchange of resources, whereas in like Dead Island and Dying Light, the weapons are level restricted, so you can't just pick
Mhm.
up. Like, you can't just like get into a friend's game and be like, all right, here's some like good gear.
Mhm.
Whereas
Yeah,
like in
I mean
Terraria
that's
they
true.
can. They'll be like, yeah, here's like a good gear.
I mean, personally, I hate that. Like, that's one of the things I dislike about Terraria is I don't like if someone just hands me gear, then why?
Then don't put it on, or
Well,
tell them not
that's
to.
what that's what I'm saying. Is that like I don't enjoy playing because of that. Like, I think that
Yeah, but
for me
you said it was a
is
problem with the game.
Yeah,
I think it is a problem with the
well,
game.
no, I don't think because you're saying it like you can't. There's always the option of just dropping off your items in a chest at home and then joining the other guy's game. And while that might be like inconvenient, I don't think it's the same issue as like a game that scales to your level and then you bring it. Like if you're trying to play, what do you call Borderlands? Same issue where someone's
That's
level
fair.
30, so you're getting level 30 enemies, and your level 10 friend can't do anything.
And they
Mhm.
can't pick up a level 30 gun. Like, you can't give them one
Or
for the time being.
your level 30 friend comes in and it's just a bunch of level 10 enemies and you just use them to bulldoze your
And
way through.
they waffle stomp them. Yeah.
Yeah. Also not fun. If you
I
have
also
a guy
hate
who
the
comes
friend-
in with 400 health and a full magic bar but no other items,
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
mean, I mean, okay, personal experience. Because I've done that quite a few times, having other people join me on it, and it just for me, it just is definitely less fun. It's a lot less fun for people, or for me, if somebody's coming in with like any kind of anywhere near end game stats or even without equipment. Just honestly, even just playing with Noah when we played, the part of the fun of it was that we were both kind of discovering and figuring out what the hell we were doing at the same time.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Uh,
just saying it's not like a game design problem. That's like a personal preference, and I agree. I wouldn't do that. I do the same thing every time I play Terraria, but like it was just you initially framed it as if it was like the same problem in the games, but the Terraria
I
was
think
more of a personal thing.
I think they're definitely similar issues, though. Like I would agree that they're not exactly the same, but I feel like they're definitely a similar issue of not having a great way to balance, like to balance scale of players at different levels or at different stages of the game. Like they're definitely not the same. That's super fair.
Yeah, because I just feel like with the games that are like Borderlands, like you can't.
It's a lot.
even share
It's a lot
loot
of
if
a
someone wants it.
stronger. Yeah, it's just a lot stronger of a lock.
And also, I hate like people who are the friend who like I don't care if I'm level 10 and I have a friend who's level 30 and they're like, hey, can I play too? I'll be like, yeah, sure, it sounds good. I hate when they join and they're like, no, I'm just gonna fucking slaughter everything, and then I just like kind of like they have all like, especially when they have like all the mobility augments and whatever, and they like clear
Mhm.
the entire game, and I'm just like trying to catch up and literally I can't do anything because there's nothing left to kill. I hate when people do that
That
shit, and I've had that happen
I
multiple
played
times.
I played EDF with Dave for a hot minute, and then
Mhm.
we had somebody. I think I've talked about this on the podcast before. We had somebody from one of his streams come in, and come play with us, and just the guy had 7 times our hours, and it literally did. It was because the game scales to whoever the high, it like averages out to whoever the highest level is, or averages out among the different levels. He was such a high level that it didn't matter like what we did. We just couldn't do anything. It's really not. It's not great.
Oh, I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the player. Like if they
No,
come
no,
to
I'm
your
agreeing.
world
No,
and
no,
they're
it is
scaled down,
that at that point it's a player problem. 100% agree.
yeah, because like I don't like if the enemies are stronger and it takes me a little bit more, that's not that fun. But when like the
Mhm.
player is like the enemies are the same strength and I can still kill them, and then like a friend comes in with like over leveled stuff and just clears everything,
Mhm.
then there's like literally no game for me to play except for Walking Simulator. I always hate when that happens.
Yeah.
It happened to a lesser extent when I played the Outriders demo.
Mhm.
Because it's a demo, so like there is like a level cap and it's like 7. But when I first started playing, I was with a friend who was like had already met the level cap. He's like, yeah, like we can play through it, and then he just like cleared everything immediately, and I was like, I'm not really playing the game.
Yeah.
Like I'm just kind of walking around trying to keep up because you are playing like the high mobility character, and I'm
Mm.
a tank,
Yeah.
and I'm also level 1.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely. I feel like a problem where people don't necessarily realize the problem until they have to experience it. Like it's just
Oh,
not
yeah.
fun to be on the
Yeah,
receiving
like
end of
it
that at
is
all.
fun though to be the person who's like over leveled to shit, clearing everything in like a single shot.
I think that can be fun for a while. I find it gets really boring after not too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Um,
couldn't imagine doing that as like my entire experience with the game.
Yeah, no, that seems like a whole lot of not fun. Like I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a good time to me.
Yeah, I like a moderate difficulty.
Yeah, I like actually playing the game. Like I like feeling there's a game that is being played. Yeah.
What do you think, Noah?
Yeah,
Noah doesn't think. He
I
lost his
already
ability to think.
I already said my piece on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. No, like I said, Noah doesn't think.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Whoa!
You guys like looter shooters? I don't really like them.
No, not really.
I don't mind.
I keep
'em.
trying. I have a friend of mine who really enjoys Destiny and keeps trying to get me to play it, and I want to play it because I enjoy playing games with him, but I just do not enjoy him anytime I play it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we talked about last week, where like I stand by. I just like games where I can have like a weapon for a while.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
No, that is
Also, I
definitely
just
nice.
specifically don't like Borderlands because I think the writing is cheeks.
Ooh.
Wait,
There's a take.
did Borderlands 3 really come out not that long ago?
I think so.
I mean,
It
how long
says
is not that long?
I don't know if this is just a PC release, but on Steam it says released March 13th, 2020.
Oh yeah, no, December or September 13th, 2019 was the
Okay,
initial
okay.
release.
So
So that's just the
yeah,
port,
I
but
think
still,
wasn't it
that's not that
on
long
Epic
ago.
for wasn't it Epic locked for a while?
It's still only a year and a half though.
Yeah. It just looks so bad. It's like they didn't try
Yeah.
and change or like update. Like I get that there's definitely like more being done there, but like I think Borderlands is definitely an example where their stylized graphics kind of held them back, at least in 3, in my opinion.
I can see that.
I'm not seeing it only because it looks like they cleaned it up, but it still gets to keep the look. But I also haven't played it and I have no desire to because I think Borderlands is just a tired game for me.
I agree, and I
Yeah.
also think the look is kind of bad, so I'm biased for sure.
Oh,
I
like the
don't.
look.
I definitely don't think I like the look. Yeah.
Mm.
My favorite thing about Borderlands 3 though is I think it was whatever the Onion has as its like gaming division made a joke.
Hard times.
Yeah, no, it was a Hard Times thing. Yeah. It was a joke about Borderlands 3 delayed because artists can't figure out how to get a guy to shoot himself in the head 3 times.
I do like that.
Instead, I see they decided to go with this like weird Zen angle, which is fine and all. It's just it's different. I guess I can't expect it to
I
always be the
guess.
same because the guy did run out of hands. But then I see the same finger
But Noah,
gun
he
to
has 3
forehead,
fingers.
but with 3 fingers now, and
3
that's awful.
fingers, Noah. Also, I think apparently the entire franchise is like on sale right now on Steam. What?
Oh,
What are the odds?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it one of those franchises that's on sale on Steam almost every like at least once a month?
Yeah, no, it is.
shocking. Unbelievable. Who could have imagined?
Well, I think that's a wrap.
That's
think so,
the
too.
show, folks.
In current events, in addition to there being a Chuck Norris lookalike at the Capitol riots, there was a Rick Moranis lookalike, which is just really funny.
This is very funny.
But not like a modern Rick Moranis, like Rick Moranis from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So, I don't know. Just wanted to throw that one out there. That's about all I got. I don't know. Wow, y'all went really quiet.
Listen,
I
we were
did-
letting you talk.
Yeah. Hashtag let Noah talk.
I'm not used to being just let
Woo.
talk. Usually
Yeah.
someone says something. But yeah, no, that's about it for today.
Do we have any shout outs that we need to get through?
No shout outs.
Damn.
But you know, if you'd like us to shout you out, or if you'd like to do a call out post, you can head over to patreon.com/offtheair. Yada da da da. You know how to do. The alternate thing though that you can do to support us if you don't want to say something on air, or if you only want to say something once, is if you review us on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review.
I refuse to say more than one thing. I say things once and then never again.
Well, I'm not going to reread any of these reviews on air. Why would I do that? However, I will read them on air once, and that's what counts. So
that's what matters.
yeah, do that. Give us a hand. Bump us up in the to 4.8 out of 5, and we'll overtake Joe Rogan in that department. I just think that it's really funny.
He's so here for this. No, I am so here for this Joe Rogan beef. I am so here for it.
It's hands down one of the stupidest things.
No, I'm so on board.
Especially because he has 186,000 ratings, and we have what, like 14?
It's like when you search Amazon by highest rated instead of most reviewed.
Exactly. We need to beat him out so that we can be the highest rated podcast.
No, I'm so here for it. I know you think I'm doing I'm like agreeing with you as a bit. I am genuinely 100% on board. Fuck Joe Rogan. That's my hot take.
Congratulations. It's not that hot a take.
It's not, but it is for Joe Rogan fucking fans.
Anyway, yeah, follow us at the Off the Air on Twitter to vote in the poll that was put out today asking if anyone had anything they wanted to hear us talk about, which I'm pretty sure the answer was just a 50-50 split on yes and no.
Jesus Christ.
It's very good. I actually like that quite a bit.
It is still 50-50. So that's pretty
as
great.
it should be.
Did either of you vote on this?
No,
No,
I don't.
I
I don't
didn't.
look at.
Nice.
I don't look at the Twitter. Are you kidding me? What am I? Some kind of podcast boy? I think
I
not.
don't know. I don't pay attention to you. You can be a podcast boy if you
Oh.
want to. So yeah, that's
You can be.
about all I got. So yeah, cool. Wrap
Okay.
it up.
Bye. Bye forever. See you guys next week.
Drink orange pineapple sparkling water, which I was going to talk about, but we ran out of time. So I'll talk about it next week.
He will not talk about it next week. He'll have forgotten.